Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to my channel, serious about stars, and welcome to your reading. This reading is entirely timeless. So, Gemini, whenever it is that you are coming across this video feeling guided to click on it, then this is the time frame here that there is some kind of a message in here for you, and it could be just one thing that you were brought here to receive, and then it could also be just about the entire reading. So take it as it resonates, only as it resonates, leave the rest, only allow what fits, what feels right, feels true. And then also do watch these videos for your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign especially, as I've gotten a lot of feedback that those other placements have resonated for a lot of people. So yeah, feel free to check out those other videos too for other placements, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find yourself enjoying what I have to share, and subscribe to the channel. Serious about stars. But Gemini, I have meditated on your energy here. I've also pre-pulled some cards, and we'll pull more cards live and on camera towards the end, so do stick around for all of that. But I will go ahead and share with you what we got for your meditation. So Gemini, the first thing I felt from your meditation was it was about music. And I don't know, maybe you haven't been listening to as much music as you would like to, or maybe you've forgotten about it, or things have been going on, maybe you've been busy, but for a while you just maybe weren't listening to much music, and this is like a song coming on and just like connecting to like the whole universe, to God, source, creator through music, and also to yourself, like being like suddenly as if you feel like back in your own soul, like maybe you haven't really been much like yourself lately, and just like this just like overwhelming in the best way, just like oneness and this just amazing connection to music and like just the art of music, just like really I don't know, maybe Gemini, maybe you are also somebody who's just kind of like musically talented. Is musically a word? Anyway, maybe you like music, maybe you're into it, maybe you sing or you play an instrument or something. And I don't know, I feel for some of you, you could be totally just embracing it so much more. But I feel it being a really healing thing for you here. Yeah, just really reuniting with yourself, your own soul. I don't know, I just get this really beautiful energy that maybe you just didn't see coming, and it's kind of like it hits you like a wave, and but in like a really beautiful healing way. Anyway, moving along here. So the next part of your meditation, I kind of picked up on something about like, this might be for a totally different group of people here, so take these messages only as they resonate, but something here about like a pressure on your shoulders, on your back, as if it's like something or someone kind of like holding you down, pushing you down, maybe putting you down. Maybe somebody has been like real just like mean. This could be like felt spiteful person. This could be like someone who's just like it's only their way, like their way or the highway, just like someone who's very like I'm feeling loud, just like you don't get to say much, you don't get to show your story, your side here. But there's also something about, and then that's if it's a person. For some of you, this isn't about a person as much as it could be about a situation that is just kind of like, it feels like this pressure, this weight on you, like almost like something you're avoiding, but almost kind of like something you feel responsible for, but something you're not looking at, something you're not facing. And then even if it is a person, whatever it is, whoever it is, it's like something you're not facing. it's like there's no, maybe there's like eye contact being avoided. And if it is a person, there could be a lot of kind of like misunderstandings, like he said, she said, just like lost, like words lost in translation. Like this might not be a spiteful person at all, but maybe they just are, maybe you are perceiving them that way. Maybe they are coming across that way through like, I don't know, like different lenses, like just kind of different lenses, like different shades, different like distorted glasses or something, making it like really unclear. So for different people, this is going to be totally a different thing. The underlying thing is just like some kind of a weight on you, and there might be like some kind of like unknown like frustration. Even I'm feeling a lot of frustration from this, but it's kind of like whatever question this brings up, it's kind of like there's only one way to find out, and then that is to confront the situation or this person. Have this conversation. There's something to confront, and there might be some kind of a fear that has held you back from this, and it might be like a vulnerability kind of fear I'm feeling for someone. But Gemini, it's kind of like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Like having this pressure, this weight on your back, on your shoulders at all times. I'm feeling that it's like a very straining energy, and it's like it's just getting heavier and heavier, and it needs to be acknowledged and released. But it's like there's something that must be confronted or talked about for it to be released. But I feel like you know, I feel like you get it, you understand this. It's almost like you know all this. Like maybe you're like, you know, like this isn't news to you. There's also something here. I looked down at my notes and I just saw, my eyes went right to the part that just said, be honest, Gemini. There's something that, there's this call to be honest. And it's like, as long as you're being honest, it can't be wrong, right? So be honest. The more honest you are, the better the outcome. I really feel that here. The more honest you are, the better this outcome will be, one way or another. Like I feel like if you go into confront this or have this conversation, like you don't know which way it's gonna go. Maybe it's gonna be a different situation for different people. But yeah, again, last little part of the meditation here, this weight, is it really worth it? There's something to just turn around and have this eye contact, confront it. And I feel like there's a lot of clarity to be gained. There's a lot to understand. And I feel like there are so many pieces missing from the perspective you're at right now. Whatever the situation is, whether it's something or someone, whatever it is, I feel like you know what I'm talking about. Whatever pressure, whatever weight is on you, whatever you're avoiding, not looking at. Yeah, all right, Gemini. We'll get into the cards now here for you. So I pulled one card here asking for the truth. What is the truth? In whatever kind of situation is just prevalent in your life right now, whatever situation it is that this reading is truly about for you, whatever is going on. It's like there's this underlying theme in your life. What is the truth? And then again, I always like to say, I don't get to tell you what the truth is, and no one else does either. Only you do. You go within to your intuition. Allow your intuition to fill in certain blanks, to confirm whether or not something is truly a message for you. And something about the truth, I'm really feeling the truth being this, like, I don't know, thing here. So I mean, go within for the truth. I don't know, I feel like yeah, this message being channeled of go within you, Gemini, for the truth here. But the card that you got, and by the way, all the cards that I'm using here, card decks are listed in the description. Crown games, right use of power. Gemini, I'm also going to read the description that this card comes with, but intuitively, I really feel like this massive, just leveling up energy, like being crowned, like, and there's also something here, wherever you are in your life, and whoever you are around in your life, it's kind of like only you really understand this. Like, I feel like other people around you maybe don't understand what you're really going through here. And maybe it comes down to, I don't know what it is, but the right use of power. I mean, maybe people around you don't get it. And there's something that, like, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just read the description here. But yeah, there's just really using that right use of power, like, and it feels like it's coming down to kind of like dignity in a sense, in some area of your life. Okay, but this card is about leadership, responsibility, accountability, and the right use of power. There is a game of power played by all people, whether they're conscious of it or not. It concerns who has it and who doesn't, how to get more of it and how not to lose that which you have, how to wield it wisely and not to get drunk with it and cause harm. These are the matters you need to ponder now that you find yourself in the crown game too. You want to be on top, the best, the most effective, and most beloved. You may discover that your deep desire to help others is disguising the underpinnings of this complex game. Power and all it entails can be both dangerous and productive, destructive and redemptive. Which will it be for you? Can you forgive without condoning and keep your dignity when challenged? Will you be accountable, amenable to change or making amends? Can you let go of your need to rescue others, lead with humility while letting others discover their way home? Now you're learning that empowerment comes with a price and a sacrifice for sovereignty. This is a time to pick your battles, use strategy, and temper your reactions. You have the power to make a beautiful difference on behalf of others. Can you see power as a currency that you must spend judiciously? True power is stewarded wisely, for it is given from the divine, not from the ego. In all your relations, the greatest beauty is when power is shared. If you are in a higher position, it's even more important to be kind and respectful. Ask for guidance. It will come when you choose compassion over your own goals and desires. When you stop caring about who wears the crown, true success and influence appear for you. I don't know, I just feel this real powerful energy, like this point in your life, this time in your life of which you are or you are about to be is just very significant and pivotal. And I feel like other people just might not quite understand what you're experiencing. Like what is really going on, like what the truth in this is. But I feel like you recognize it. You recognize where you are. You know where you are. This is something you have all the context you need with. It's yeah, I don't know. It just feels like you know it for what it is, and it's just this really, really good energy. It feels just so powerful. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. I also asked for some underlying energies, themes, what is coming up to the surface here. You guys got quite a few cards came out. The first card that came out is psychic abilities. Numbers 20 and 6 could be significant. Also got this nice little lavender color here. Psychic abilities. I feel that whatever you are going through, and for some of you, these could be challenges, just kind of like preluding to these other cards here. This is about tapping into certain psychic abilities that you have, Gemini. You may be a very kind of psychic person, and you have these gifts for a reason. It's not useless. There's a purpose in this. There's a purpose for this. And I feel like you are realizing that, you are seeing that, you are accepting that and exploring that. But there's this kind of unlocking the door energy here. This, really kind of unlocking a whole kind of place in your life, like room, like garden, like something, a whole part of you, a whole new part of you, kind of like I don't know, it feels like a new chapter, like a new you, like part of you that you just didn't know existed, kind of like, you know, like the pictures, like an iceberg, like you only see what's on the surface, but there's so much more. It's kind of like recently or in the past, you only saw what was on the surface of this part of your life, but you are getting to see that there is so much more to this side of you, maybe this psychic or this spiritual even side of you. And then these cards are very interesting how they came out. Finances, emotions, and then self-esteem. So red, orange, yellow. So it's kind of, I feel, Gemini, I just intuitively, I feel like there is a energy blockage just being unblocked through something, and it could be through some kind of a challenge. This could be recent past, this could be a present thing that you're going through at the time of this reading. Could have, and it shows finances, so for some of you there could be financial upheavals at this time, but for a lot of you I actually feel that this is more kind of like stability, security, just very like root chakra themes right now. Kind of just coming up to the surface to be healed and unblocked for your highest good. Maybe this is something that has just been blocked for a very, very long time, but something you're overcoming, and this being just a very liberating energy. And it's kind of like, now that this is being unblocked, now that this obstacle in your life is being overcome and behind you at last, like you didn't even know, it's like maybe you didn't even see it as an obstacle because it was just always there. It was just like a mountain that couldn't be moved. But Gemini, it's like you've reached the peak, like you've overcome this, you've done something you never thought you could do. And then all of a sudden it's kind of like everything else just follows suit. Everything else starts to flow, starts to work. And then it's kind of like emotions, self-esteem, like it's kind of like this was the hard part. Whatever you've recently, I don't know, overcome, like that was the hard part. Now everything else is possible. It's kind of like now that this is out of the way and something that you thought was impossible is done, anything is possible. Anything you want is possible now. And I feel like you're seeing that and you're going right to the top. Like maybe there's some emotions to process, to overcome, to work with, some self-esteem to work with, confidence, inner power, inner strength, and then right to the top. I I love this for you. I really, really do. Yeah. All right, Gemini. I also asked for a message towards abundance in your life, whether that be love-related relationships. This could very well also be monetary or material, so having to do with money. Any kind of abundance, This could have to do with your home, family. This could have to do feeling travel for somebody. Whatever kind of abundance, any kind of abundance, whatever. Allow these messages to fall where they fit, where they speak to in your life. Allow these messages to be malleable. Allow your intuition to speak up, and confirm where these messages fall, where they lie, where they are, what they mean in your life. First card that came out was Power of Prayer. I'll read what's on the very bottom here. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives you in response to your prayers. So yeah, straight up, like, pray in whatever it is for you, whether that is God, the universe, spirit. Like, this could even be just like, be optimistic, like go to that spiritual source, whatever that is. I'll show you the imagery here in case that means anything to you. Something about an angel here, guardian angels here. I'm getting you're not alone though. You're not alone. You have like a whole like spiritual team supporting you. Also something about innocence coming up here. In your innocence, like maybe there's this like rebirth that you've been going through, and I feel like I'm here just to like tell you that it's okay. Like, I feel like somebody feels like they've done something wrong, or something for someone unforgivable. Someone feels like something is unforgivable, like they can't be redeemed, but you can, and you already are. I feel like in a way this is you here. This is you, and you are like you have so much light in you, and you're being like reborn. Like there's this whole rebirth process that you've been in, and it's kind of like your prayer is being answered here, and there's this innocence that you have. There is. And it's so beautiful. Like, you are so beautiful. Another card came out here. Ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make my love. Don't you love my cat? This is my cat, Lou. You're so cute. Okay, sorry. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped, and it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. Another little thing I noticed between both these cards here, it's kind of like there's something here that's just out of your control. When it comes to abundance, maybe when it comes to money, when it comes to having the resources for something, it could have to do with a relationship, something that's just out of your control. And I feel like you know that, and you're not trying to like force something, but you are, leaning on that spiritual source here, whatever it is for you. And I don't know, I think it's really beautiful. Okay, Gemini. Now with this part of the reading, I've pulled some cards for your love life. A little bit of insight there to relationships, whether they are platonic or romantic. Take it as it resonates. And even if there's like a certain romantic relationship on your mind, certain cards here may still speak to friendships, relationships with family. So allow these cards to, I'm feeling here, allow these cards to be what you need, not necessarily what you want. First card that came out was heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I feel like there is something coming up to the surface here when it comes to a conversation, and we even got that throughout your meditation here. So there's some kind of an encouragement to speak up about this, to have this conversation, to initiate this conversation. You may need to be the person to initiate this conversation, and I feel like your angels are guiding you to that, to do that. It's like not a coincidence that there's certain things coming up that are pulling this out of you, these words out of you, something out of you. I feel here like something is inevitable. Something is inevitable when it comes to a heart-to-heart conversation. And again, it's divinely guided. It's divinely guided. And there may be a lot to process. There might be something here about there's a lot to process, kind of like this person looking forward, just looking out like they've just been hit by something they didn't expect. Maybe you and this person that you are feeling guided to speak to, you've not been on the same page. And so to catch up, to meet somewhere in the middle, it's quite the process. And I feel like this person here is receptive. They're capable. I feel like be patient with this person. I feel they need to say be patient with this person. Yeah, be patient with this person. Yeah, okay. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I just feel here like leaning into your spirituality. It's kind of like, that's helpful towards your love, for your love life. Like the more you expand spiritually, the more set up for success your love life is. And I feel like things are starting to make sense. Like I feel like the more you expand spiritually, the more your love life starts to make sense, the more questions are answered, the more things start to add up. So yeah, huge encouragement to continue to on your spiritual path here. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I'm feeling something here, and I've never really gotten it from this card before. But something about, like, I'll show you the imagery here too, and it's not necessarily exactly what is depicted in this card, but it's kind of like someone is like sick and throwing up, like going through like a process, like whether that be like food, like a stomach bug or something, whatever. But it's kind of like getting it up, getting it out, like whatever challenges there are like being there for yourself, allowing this process, not fighting this process, whatever is being purged here in your life, whether that is emotional or that is could be certain arguments. Like maybe there's a lot of like purging being done here of emotions, of realizations, of things that you are learning and going through, and there's this acceptance, there's this being there for yourself, there's this like it's okay, like knowing, understanding that this is a process and there is a purpose here, and you are learning and you are healing and forgiving. I feel their forgiveness being really important and essential, forgiving others and yourself. Like it's almost like there's an equal amount of forgiveness needed. Like you must forgive these other people just as much as you must forgive yourself. And this willingness to look at what you don't want to look at when it comes to the forgiveness that is still needed. Feel free if you feel called to kind of like really kind of like ask, the universe or God or your angels or whatever it is for you in your spirituality, what is being asked of you. Ask what is being asked of you, your own intuition here. But I feel like whatever the energy this is, like it's kind of like you already feel it, like it's already kind of like, this is also kind of bringing up a little bit of like, again, like that from the meditation, like that weight on your shoulders. There's like this weight, this like blanket, this heaviness kind of like in the air, something you're not looking at. And again, this confronting it energy I'm feeling coming through connected to this card. For yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. I feel like things are starting to make sense here for someone. Like you're seeing it, you're seeing the way forward, like it makes sense, like you see it. It's like there's like this invisible string that like no one else can see, but you know what to do. I feel like you know what to do. You have a plan, and it's a good plan. And I feel like there's that confirmation there, whatever idea you have, whatever plan you have to essentially free yourself from some kind of a situation. It's a good plan. It's time to take back control of your life. Like it's time. And I feel like you've known that, you've had this plan, like you know how to do this, but you're still here, like, and take action. Take action, Gemini. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Talk to people. Talk to your friends. Open up to them. Tell them what's going on. I feel like there's a important conversation, just kind of waiting to be kind of like dug up, like it's just under the surface, like it's just under the surface and you don't know what's there. But yeah, some kind of a conversation. So I don't know, like I feel like someone here is actually a really kind of maybe outgoing person, but they haven't been lately, like they haven't been talking to their friends and stuff. But I feel like make those plans, like text that person, like get together and bring something up, like talk about something that you not sure if you want to talk about, kind of thing. I feel like this is kind of like a green flag, like a green flag, green light. Green light is what I meant to say, but I said green flag. So maybe that's about a relationship, like there's some kind of a green flag, there's kind of like a thumbs up, like this is good for somebody. Okay, and then these two cards came out together. Give your relationship a chance in reconciliation. Work on your partnership. someone from your past is returning to your life. Gemini, I feel like this is going to take work. But there's something here about your own openness that I feel like you feel like you're open to this, but like everyone's eyes are closed in these images, and I feel like there's something that you don't want to look at. And it's like you're not really aware of that even. Because like in this image too, like they're holding each other, you know, but their eyes are closed. Actually, his eyes might not be closed, but hers are. And then both their eyes are closed in this one. There's something about opening your eyes and considering how you might, what you're not wanting to look at, what you're not wanting to see. This might be about fears. You might be protecting yourself from your own fears, like unknowingly, like totally unconsciously. Like this is not even something you know that you're not open to or afraid of. And I feel like this also kind of comes back to vulnerability too, allowing yourself to be vulnerable. And you know what? If you take off like that protective layer and you allow yourself to be vulnerable and it doesn't work out like you would have liked it to and it stings a bit, it's kind of like it's just better to get that out of the way than carry this what if, you know? Yeah. No matter what, you'll learn something, you'll understand something, and it's kind of like you can move forward more freely. Okay, Gemini. With this part of the reading, we are going to go ahead and pull some cards live and on camera here for you. So we'll see what comes out. Emperor and Temptation. Ooh. Okay. Okay, you know, I'm gonna show you something. I feel like these two cards, I'm just feeling the same energy. Look at all that gold. Look at all that gold. I feel like you are stepping up, leveling up. Like there might be a lot of even like recognition at this time, even from others, even though other people might not like understand what's going on. I feel like there's still a lot of support. People love you, someone loves you, and they're supportive even if they don't like understand. I don't know, I feel like maybe that was just for like a few people, but if that resonated with you, then yeah, you know. I feel like there's someone that loves you, and it's just kind of like it's like it's not reaching you because it's not happening in the way that like you imagine love to be. It might be from afar for someone, but maybe someone doesn't feel loved by someone, but they do very much so love you. It's just not in the exact same way that you express love. This could be like a family member for someone. And also temptation came out here. And I feel like this is like what someone's afraid of here. someone's afraid of someone's afraid of this is also kind of like the devil card, right? For someone, this could be a fear of addiction, a fear of relapse. I'm feeling a fear of codependency for someone. This could be a fear of stagnancy. I'm even feeling laziness for someone. There's some kind of a fear here. And it's kind of like there's something very stoic, right, about this card in the eyes, and they're looking forward, not looking at this. Interesting. I feel like the need to say that being tempted by something isn't the same as giving in to temptation. But also like things that anything that like you may be afraid of only has the amount of control that you give it. And you give that control just by being afraid of it sometimes. But when you're not afraid of something, it has nothing on you. Nothing at all. It's kind of like, you know, you manifest like what you spend time thinking about, right? I feel like we're not done with this card. I feel like there's something left here. I'm really feeling drawn to notice how like she's like asleep on this apple, like she's in a dream, like there's some kind of a dream, like there's not much in between being like wide awake, eyes wide open, like staring like straight, just like, you know, like as if you've just drank so much coffee and being like passed out, completely passed out, like no in between, like this far this way or far that way. And maybe maybe someone has overcome an addiction in the past year, recent past. And but there is an in-between here. There's like an easy, I'm feeling the need to say there's like a path that is natural and feels right. And I want to say easy because it's like not like the path being built for you, like your path is built for you, like your feet will like it, like you'll enjoy it. It won't be, it'll feel right when you are truly on your path and in alignment, right? Like it feels right, like things work out right. Like, and I feel like this is no different. Like there is not just like a light at the end of the tunnel energy here, but an easiness. There is an easiness, an ease that will come that maybe you are still finding, but it's kind of like maybe it's a process. We're just gonna get one more card here from this deck, and then we'll pull. Okay, we'll take that. Actually, a lot of cards came out, but we're gonna stick with this one first. Two of Fire. I'm feeling like this, someone feels like they're like back to the drawing board in something. Someone feels discouraged. Maybe there's a door that closed, and need to flip these cards over. I just felt like this is what you're seeing. This is not what you're seeing. Maybe Yeah, okay, this is starting to make sense now. Something isn't what it seems, basically. Maybe there's some kind of discouragement because you went and you did this and it didn't work, and you thought it would, like it was supposed to work, and it didn't. But that's what you see. This isn't what you see. Queen of Cups, Messenger of Fire, and Queen of Earth. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Well, I feel like this has to do with a conversation here. Queen of Cups and Queen of Earth. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is just a lot of energy. Real quickly, I feel like for somebody out there, maybe you go to like you talk to, it's like there's like a to be continued energy in some kind of a relationship. Maybe like you reached out to someone or you wanted to talk to someone and like they didn't respond or something, but it's just like it's not what it seems. I don't know, but don't be discouraged. Like, don't feel defeated. Like, someone feels defeated, you don't need to feel defeated, because that's not the truth in this situation. But again, with the eyes closed, so interesting. Eyes closed, and then this one's eyes are open. It's like there's like someone's opening their eyes. It might be you, it could be somebody else here. But I feel like someone gets your message. It's so interesting. This is so intricate. This is so fascinating here. And someone wakes up. Like somebody wakes up, and there's this fire energy here too. But with the water, like the cups and pentacles, it's so, oh, we're already at like almost 50 minutes. Okay, we gotta close this soon. And there's this like wanting to talk. Okay, we're just gonna leave it at there is a conversation here that is about to happen, and it seems there's some kind of like powerful energy here too. But it's good. Like I feel like this needs to happen, and it's ready. It's been meditated. Like I feel like both people, you and this other person, are ready here for this conversation. And there's a lot to say. There's a lot on your mind. There's a lot on this other person's mind. But I feel like it's going to go well. I feel like there's a certain kind of maturity that has been achieved from both you and this other person. And it's just like maybe something, again, is out of your control, and you have to wait. You have to wait for this person to kind of wake up. Maybe. Like their eyes are being closed. Maybe you have to wait for them to wake up. So don't get too much in this energy of feeling maybe defeated or discouraged or something, because this situation will wake up. Whether that is you waking up to something or them waking up to something, like, yeah, I just feel like a good like outcome here in the situation, but be patient, be patient. Okay, one final card to close this reading here for Gemini. Gemini. Ooh, okay. What is it? You got two cards that came out, man. Okay, inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. In manifestation, believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and follow your heart. For in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart's desires. The life you have for so long aspired to create will soon manifest. Okay, Gemini, thank you for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful, lovely, blessed day. So much love to you. See you guys in the next reading. Bye.